Hello guys, welcome to my new diagnostic channel from Switzerland. This is our first challenge for my video series. It's a 2005 Volkswagen Golf with a 2-liter FSI engine. Customer's complaint is a crank no start. Story was they was sitting here for a long time and battery was flat. And after that they connected the booster package, but reverse. Now you can guess, this can be a funny challenge. Let's go. We are inside the car now and let's confirm the customer's complaint. Dash works. Okay, crank no start. Several messages here. Let's see what anything works. Blower works. Radio works too. ABS problem. First I go outside and check the main fuses before I do anything. We are at the main fuse box here next to the battery, and I suspect one of these big ones can be damaged, or the smaller ones. Before I go with the wiring diagram, I go check this one by one. This is the fastest method for me. Unfortunately, here is nothing wrong. No blown fuse, all is okay. Also this big guys. Now next I check the inside fuse box, which is on the dash panel. Here. Now I'm checking those and come back. No blown fuse either. Short before, the engine fan kicked on. Maybe you can guess what this means. I'm gonna hook up the scan tool now. Automatic selection, fin read. No fin read. Some customers. Win read failed. Because the fin read failed, I go to the system selection and talk to the modules individual. Diagnosis. Controller unit. Let's see the engine module. Engine computer first. What we have? No com. I'm thinking, yes, we have an outcome. I was expecting that because the engine fan kicked on. Now let's see the ABS. Brakes. Is this also an outcome? Next thing I'm gonna do is a gateway scan and see which module is alive. Also an outcome. Uh-oh, this can be expensive for the customer. Gateway scan. There is also nothing. Not supported. What the hell? Let's talk to the gateway directly. Gateway. I can't talk to the gateway too, yes. What the heck? Next thing, I think I'm gonna pull the wiring diagram now and check the voltage on the CAN bus. Maybe something disturbs the complete bus. This is the OBD2 plug in the car, the 16-pin OBD2 plug, and we are using these both lines to communicate with our diagnostic tool, and these are only going to the gateway module, which is this J543. Yes, CAN bus diagnostic interface. Now I'm gonna check for power and grounds direct at the CAN bus gateway. These both here are power and these both must be ground. Power comes from this line through a fuse SP24 and going to A. And A comes from the battery directly. So it must always be hot, also permanent 12 volts. Let's find the gateway and check for power and grounds. This gateway should be here. Foot well. Over there. This is our gateway. It should be only clicked in. Let's remove it. I've connected now with my back probing lead. We check if we have power here. No. Huh? We don't have power. This fuse SP24 must be in the main fuse box near to the battery, right there. here. Let's go and check that. Take the ohmmeter. SB24 must be there. As long I look, but I can't see any fuse here. What the hell? Was somebody already here? Strange. Let's put in a fuse and see what happens. After a bit of research, I found that this fuse should be here and not there. Somebody installed it wrong. Let's see if we have power now. Now we do have power. Interesting. Reconnect the CAN bus gateway and see if we have communication now. I have reconnected the CAN gateway and let's see what we have. We have ping now. Let's see if we can start. Only for try. No start still. But let's scan again. Gateway. We have communication with the gateway. Good. Let's see what trouble codes we get. Oh, no engine, no transmission. This is the actual mileage. Uh-oh. Let's see if the transmission talks through the engine ECU or if I think they are both on the powertrain CAN bus. Maybe we have two bad modules, engine and transmission. I don't hope the transmission, because it's not so easy to remove. Engine module. Still a no com and the engine fan kicked on again. So I think we have more problems here. No com to the engine module. Transmission. Also a no com, I guess. Let's check the wiring diagram and see what any modules else on the powertrain CAN bus. Yes, no com. I'm going again to the wiring diagram now. Here is a possible CAN network in a car. In any car, I mean, it's not specific. Most modern cars have more than one CAN bus inside. Here I made an example with 4 different CAN buses. The top one is maybe called a comfort bus, which has door modules, mirror, trailer or interior light controlling. This can be a multimedia CAN bus with the radio and navigation. This here can be any bus, whatever. And this here maybe is a powertrain CAN bus. Each bus have its own speed. For example, this bus here with the ECU and ABS module must have a higher speed than the comfort bus, because high-speed CAN bus, like where the ABS module is security relevant. In this case, maybe the ABS module can tell the ECU to reduce the engine power if the car is in a critical situation, maybe on an icy road. Then this communication between these modules is very important in this moment. And the communication on the comfort bus is not important in a critical situation of the car. All these modules are managed, or the traffic is controlled by the CAN gateway, which is this here. This gateway switches the communication between each of these modules. For example, here I made some little switches that you can imagine. If this module wants to talk to this module, the gateway closes these switches and these switches. Now the ECU can talk through the gateway to this module. Also important is the termination of each CAN bus. These are terminating resistors. They must have the characteristic impedance of the CAN bus, which is mostly 120 ohms. If these resistors are missing, the signals here at the end of the wire or at the end of the line are reflected and come back, and then you have a disturbed bus and the communication is no longer possible. You need also to know, if one module is bad, this can shut down the whole bus. For example, the ECU is faulty and disturbs the bus with wrong CAN signals. All the other modules are not responsive anymore. If you are chasing such a problem, if you have no communication on the whole bus, you need to disconnect one by one module until you have communication again. And why do we need a CAN gateway? It's simple. The gateway reduces the traffic on the CAN network as much as possible. As I said, these modules here have lower priority and these modules here have higher priority. If all modules will be connected to one bus, we have no priorities, and in a critical situation the ABS module cannot talk to the ECU fast enough. And one more thing, if all modules are talking together, the bus is overloaded and have no chance, it will be unstable. Next thing is, imagine, I said before, if one module is bad, for example the ECU, a bad module can shut down the whole bus. If all modules are connected to the same bus, if you have one faulty module on the bus, nothing works anymore. For example, the door module is bad, then the ECU and ABS and all other modules are not working anymore. That means a faulty door module can shut down the whole car and you cannot drive anymore. With a gateway, if the door module is bad, maybe these modules here don't work, but you can still drive because this bus here is still alive and works and you can drive. All what I told before was behind the CAN gateway. Before the CAN gateway is our diagnostic tool, which is my nice drawing here. this is the OBD port in the car, which we connect our diagnostic tool. We should be able every time to connect or to communicate with the gateway. If not, as I had on this Golf before, the only possible reason is the gateway is faulty or the gateway have no power. And we had no power because I was not able to talk to the gateway itself. This is why I've checked the fuses and the gateway first. No other chance. Okay, so far with the grey theory. My big question is now, is the ECU and the TCM, the transmission control module, on the same CAN bus, or is it on a different CAN bus, both modules? If the TCM is here, maybe we have only one faulty module that breaks the communication between all of the modules, as I said before. If the TCM is here on a different CAN bus, we have two different problems. Then we have a faulty TCM and a faulty ECU. Now let's go to the wiring diagram and check this. Back to the wiring diagram. Here is J220, which is our ECU, Motronic Control Unit, and it's connected to the CAN bus on these lines here, this and this. They are labeled B390 and B383. Okay, this is the powertrain CAN bus high speed. Now do some labels on our drawing. This is J220 and this is powertrain. The ABS module, I guessed right, here is J104, which is connected directly to the CAN lines, and J104, where is it? I'm sorry, here J104 is our ABS control unit. Okay, that means the ECU and the ABS is on the powertrain CAN bus, J104. Now let's check the transmission. Where is the here? Here. Okay, this is the CAN bus for the transmission. Our transmission is labeled J217. As you can see, automatic gearbox control unit. This is the unit what we're talking about. Where is it? B390, sorry, and also B383. No, this is on the drivetrain CAN bus. So we have a different CAN bus for this unit. J217. This is on the drivetrain. Okay, now we have a clue. This is our TCM and it's not connected directly to the ECU, it goes through the gateway, so we have to chase two problems now, the ECU and the TCM. Oh, good so far. Now, what I'm gonna do is check if we have communication to the ABS anyways. But a faulty ECU can shut down the whole CAN bus, as I said. Let's check if we have communication to there. If yes, then I'm 99% sure this ECU is died. And also checked in the car what happens here, why we have no communication there. Let's go to the car. We are back in the car now, and after I found that the ABS module and the engine ECU is on the same CAN bus, I want to check if we can talk to the ABS module. Engine fan kicked on again. Brakes. Okay, we do have communication. That means the CAN bus should be okay to the engine ECU, but anyways I will check it with the scope. Trouble codes. Okay. No communication to the engine and to the transmission, like the CAN bus said. Now let's go back probe, power and grounds and CAN bus, and yes, I come back. In the meanwhile I have removed the engine ECU from its place, removed all the plastic crap around and installed some back probing pins according to the schematic that I found from the internet. But anyways, I have confirmed with the wiring diagram anyways to prevent some mistakes. Now turn the ignition on. And let's see. This should be 12 volts power feed. Yes, we have. Oh, power fan, engine fan kicks on. This should be 12 volts too. Yes, we have. But to be sure, let's load the circuit with the test lamp. I have a homemade test lamp, 2 amps. Test light lights up. And here too. Power and ground confirmed. Okay. Now let's go check for the CAN bus. Okay, picoscope hooked up. I have installed the back probe leads now on the CAN bus lines. Engine blower, and as you can see we have a good nice CAN signal. That means there's no problem on this bus. I'm very confident now that the engine ECU died in this battery accident. Okay, I'm back home now with the ECU from this car, and I want to confirm my diagnosis. For this I'm gonna wire up with some test cables that I've made before. Not only for this, I have this made for a long time before. Here I can connect to a diagnostic tool. It's an old OBD port, pull it out from an old car at the scrapyard. At the other ends I have CAN lines and K line, including a terminating resistor. This is really important. Power, ground in different sizes, small sizes and bigger ones too. Actually, this is an MED 9510 controller, and I have many pinouts for ECUs, and I found one, this here. Thank you guy who made this. I'm gonna connect now. I wire up my test leads to this ECU and see if we get communication or not. Moment please. Okay, that's it. Let's fire up the scan tool. First I have to power on and see what current draw we have. Okay, 0.5 amps, that's not so bad. I go always to system selection because these cars have very compatible diagnostic function. I can go by the CAN ID, what I do now. Engine controller is always on the CAN bus ID1. See? I can go to every car from Volkswagen, Audi, Seat and whatever and talk directly this way. The VCI is doing something, but nothing now. It looks like a no-com so far. Yes, no communication. This confirms my diagnose, and I go to the scrapyard now and hope I can find a similar, or I mean an identical ECU. Let's see if I have luck, I mean.